Good morning. Hello, hello. How is everyone? I'm trying to get my makeup brushes in order. So I've been watching reruns of Jerseylicious. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it was such a vibe. It was such a vibe back then. Like, it was all about the smoky eye, and then there was a makeup artist on there named the Glam Fairy, and she had come from New York to like do, it's all about this salon called the Gatsby in New Jersey, and she hires these new stylists and these new makeup artists in any way. So I've been watching the reruns and I'm just like, that time was so fun. Like, I remember this was like, I was at Banana Joe's on the landing in St. Louis, fist pumping, like, you know, backing that thing up. And it was just like, it was such a time and such a vibe. Also, yes, I do my own nails, just so you know. And I have taken all of the advice. I really have. I have done the primer, I have done, but the thing is also, like, I don't want to put a lot of like the popular, I'm real finicky about nail polishes too, guys. Like, as my body has become more sensitive to what isn't meant for it, like, I'll put on something and it'll be like too heavy of a smell and it'll be dry and I'll smell it for days. Like, even I gotta get moving. This is like a group chat and we're just sitting here talking. So I'm gonna do a Jerseylicious look. It's all about the smoky eye. So I'm gonna use pieces from my graveyard. Also, I'm gonna try to use, again, I've done this before. I've tried to use this crunchy palette before, and I'm gonna try that too. And I'm also gonna use the crunchy, I was just gonna show you a couple of things that I do have that I'm just like totally in love with at this point. Also, I have a link tree that's in my bio that has all of my offerings right now. The Crunchy website is there. My Live Good website, which you're about to see. I am offering small readings right now. And the R-Line journal that I'm an affiliate for is also there. And that is basically a year-long like moon journal that helps you kind of set intentions for yourself, plan, etc., etc. So I'm gonna start with my skincare. So Live Good is a where I'm getting all my supplements right now. It's basically like I think it's $100 for a membership. Now you can buy stuff without the membership. They have a 90-day empty bottle guarantee, which I am gonna be returning one of their supplements right now. But I get my magnesium from there. I get this. This is the hormone. This is like $9. It's organic. I get my coffee from there, organic coffee. This has maca, green tea, and a little bit of fiber in it. I only need like 1 or 2 cups of that a day. It's just awesome. And I'm buying my skincare because all of their skincare is $50. Like, I get the group for $50. And it's really just nice. So this is the toner that I'm using right now. It has a very pleasant smell. The only thing that they don't have is a cleanser, but right now I've got plenty of cleansers. So as I go through my graveyard, but I think I'll probably continue with this. I may add in a couple of the serums from the Crunchy because I really do like their products and the sturdiness of their products. Like, a lot of times when you buy clean, as I have, like, it's a little, it doesn't have the punch to it that you want, especially with aging skin. So they have 2 serums. One is the Ageless Renewal and one is the Instant Youth. And again, this is the Live Good. So this is, in my link tree, it says it's about supplements, but they actually have a skincare too. This one is for fine lines and wrinkles. So I usually apply this underneath my eyes. Good morning. If you're on here, say hello. And please don't be offended by my poor woman's And then I also do a little around the sides of my lips. This is where you start to get a little bit of the droop and the fine lines. It's from my smokers. I see Kristen on here. It's from our smokers. Kristen is not a smoker, but fake cigarettes and sitting on my porch talking to the birds and my moo-moo. Like, that's what I'm all about. This is the other serum. It's just an anti-aging serum. And I just kind of whoop-de-doo. Man, look at that. Do better. Maybe I'm just not meant to have painted nails. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just supposed to have dirt. We're supposed to shove dirt under our nails and that's it. There's our nude. The one thing I will say about prepping your skin, even for just like sunscreen, is important. You've got to get the cells working in the morning. So I'm going to do a Jerseylicious eye look with my crunchy palette. But we're going to start with my foundation first because I want you guys to see how that goes on too. So I do have both this is the Sunlight, it's SPF, it's nano mineral, non-nano mineral sunscreen. It's an SPF 30. It definitely goes on, it goes on thicker. And then this is the foundation. This is called Beautifully Flawless. And this I love because it's layerable. Like, you can do a nice, like, if you're the person that needs your skin to not look like skin, then you can do it that way. Or you can do it with just a gentle. So when I use this, now I'll put the sunscreen on another day. I'm nice and moisturized now. Okay, so I will tell you, when I first opened this, I twisted it and I took the whole thing off. This part is glass. These parts are non-PFA plastic, so they will be biodegradable over time. So typically, I don't have a mirror here. I just do a very thin layer. Here, a little dab there and there, and a little dab right here. What's everybody doing today? Happy Wednesday. You're halfway through. You're halfway through your week, friends. I just heard in my mind, it's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. It's been forever since I've done this. So, switching over all of my stuff and going through my graveyard. Now, I'm not someone who believes you have to use everything from one brand. It definitely looks very pretty if you have your stuff on display in the bathroom, if you've got your little perfect turnstile with all of your things. But I've noticed as I've gotten older, I don't need all the crap. Like, I really don't need a ton of stuff. I don't need all of the layers of cosmetics. I need a few functional things. And so even like with, I'm aging gracefully is what I've decided. Like, that's just what I'm doing. So I don't need a ton of stuff. So if you're like me in that aspect, that's awesome. If you are somebody that wants to have 50 million shades of everything because you are an artist and you have to have all the color, I applaud you. Also, send me a picture of what that looks like in your drawer, because I bet it looks amazing. I'm just thinking right now, one of my close friends, Kate Johnson, she's a professional makeup artist and she has a bridal team in Chicago that's very successful. She's worked on Ice Cube for one of his television performances, and it's one of my favorite stories that she's told me. But I'm sure she has the most beautiful like makeup drawer ever. Okay, so that's my foundation. As you can see, it just leaves me a little glowy, which I love. I feel like this is for the woman who is over 40, 50, 60 years old, because it's nourishing, and it can be as gentle or as heavy as you want it to be. I think it would be interesting to see what Theo does with this. I should have him do my makeup online one time, because he does amazing work too. When he likes a really full coverage and lots of layers, like it would be interesting to see what he thought of that. So anyway, okay, now I'm gonna go to working on this smoky eye using this palette. Okay. And I'm thinking, do I have anywhere to go? Anyway, Jerseylicious. So right now I'm in season 2, and okay, so first we want to start with like the moderate color all over. The moderate color, I don't know which one that is. What are they called? Best applied using the number 7 vegan brushes. Okay. Okay, Lilac, Thunder, Orchid, and Iris. Okay, I feel like Thunder, maybe Lilac is the highlight. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. Okay, so Thunder is this gray. Thunder is this gray. So let's try that. Big fluffy brush. I'm gonna tap because I don't know. Oh, let me do my eyebrows first. So speaking of Theo, he's at Sephora, and he got this for me, which I think is totally cute. And I guess you can change out the little formulas. I'm new to Sephora, obviously. Let me throw, oh, I got a mirror right here, so that won't be such a big deal. So we're just gonna fill in my brows a little bit. My brows are chunky right now. I am not a plucker, but my eyebrows like to play one on my face. They like to play it on my face sometimes, so. And they like to play it on camera. Okay, all right, cool. All right, brow is done. All right, now we're gonna go in with this purple. Okay, I'm scared. Okay. We're gonna use this mirror so I can look at it when you're on here. Say hello. Okay, we've got a nice gray called Thunder. One moment. So I started with the gray. Okay, this isn't horrible. I think because I went in with a lighter touch. I'm also keeping in mind, Jerseylicious was very over the top and heavy-handed. Lots of bronzer, lots of nude lip, which I'll probably get into too. But I just wanted to try this. But anyway, do you guys remember that show? It was so good. Lots of drama. There was a total fight in a Sonic parking lot, and the accessories were so big, like big earrings, big hair, heavy smoky eyes on everyone. That was the other thing, like every person that left the makeup chair all had the same look, which if you're an artist and you have like minted how to accentuate certain things, like I would think like, yeah, you probably would do a similar look on each person, just different, maybe different hues or different tone, different colors, but yeah, okay. Okay. All right, that doesn't look that bad. Let's do the other one. We'll do the other eye, just for fun. And again, if you're interested in looking at Crunchy and the cosmetics, my link tree is there. All of my other offerings are there right now too, including I am doing a little bit of reading And if you have a question, just send me a DM, because maybe my readings aren't for you. I had someone call me the other day that she was a referral, and what she wanted, my stuff is not a circus. I'm not a circus sideshow. Like, I'm really not. I'm not going to tell you about your relative that is passed. I'm not going to tell you about your relatives that are sick. That's not where I live. Where I live is I see your highest self and your healed self, and I talk to your inner child, and I actually can tell you not only what can continue, what can change, and I can give you some actions on how to start making steps to make the changes. That's what I do. I should probably do this other eyebrow while I'm at it. But some people don't want that. They just want the skivvy on if their boyfriend's gonna come back. Which, if you're wondering that, no, I'm telling you, no, he's not. Move on, block, unfriend. Get that part out of your life so you can make space for the one that's coming. If you want the good one. Okay. Brows are sisters, not twins, possibly just cousins. Yeah, possibly just cousins. Possibly cousins, who knows? Okay, going back to my smoky eye. Oh, it's so scary. I'm very nervous, like I'm shaking right now. Probably because I just don't, I don't know. I'm shaking, so more coffee. Okay, so more gray, here we go. A little bit more. Okay, Jerseylicious, but not too Jerseylicious, because I don't want to look harsh. That was the other thing, like, it's summer in Jersey, and they have on 70 layers, and they're sweating, and their hair's down. No one's wearing a clip, their hair is down, and 70 shades of smoky eye and heavy liner and mascara and fake lashes. Maybe this is a Jerseylicious summer smoky eye that I'm looking at. Let's try that. Okay. If you're on here, say hello. How's your summer? I see some of my teachers. My teachers are here. Are you guys working this summer? Are you spending your summer being the mom? Okay, next we'll do the darkest shade, which is this deep purple called Iris. So we're gonna try that. Now, Crunchy only has 3 palettes. They have this one, which I bought because I felt like I had a lot of the other stuff in some of my old graveyard. But I actually have a package coming this weekend, and I'm gonna do an unboxing next week. So stay tuned. Make sure you get notifications when I post, because I'm really excited about it. It's got the other palette that's more neutrals with some glitter, and then they have a matte palette. There's only 3 palettes. Again, I like simple. I'm at that page where I like simple. I want something that's packable, because Bear and I travel a lot, and I just want it easy, and I don't want it like breaking apart. That is one thing. These have never broken apart on me. Some of my old eyeshadows, you break apart pretty well, probably because they're old, but still. So I love that everything's very simple with them. Okay, here we go with the dark shade. Okay, we're going. I'm scared. Okay, we know to go on the back end of this, and then we go into the crease. All right, so let me tell you why I got back into makeup. So when I went to Texas to visit my wonderful mother-in-law, father-in-law, and my sister-in-law, and my perfect angel baby nephew Frankie, and my perfect angel baby niece Tallulah. Tallulah was having her senior pictures done, and we happened to be there. And I looked at her beautiful, gorgeous face and her long, beautiful hair, and I said, "Oh, are you having your hair and your makeup done?" And she goes, "Yeah, I'm just gonna call the salon and see if they can get me in before my shoot isn't until 5 o'clock on a Saturday in June." I'm like, and it's hotter than Hades, hot and sticky right now in Texas, which is, it's abnormally sticky to them. So beautiful angel baby, my niece Tallulah, says she's going to do that. And I said, "Well, if you get into a pinch, I will help you." She doesn't know. She doesn't know where I've been. She just knows that Aunt Witch showed up one day with Uncle Big, and that was the end of it. She doesn't know that I'm also a little bit of a hack. So I texted her that morning and I said, "How are things looking?" I said, "I can help you if you want." She's like, "Okay." She's like, "Well, can you, do you want me to come over around 4? And I was like, "No, I'll come to you. I'll just use whatever's in your makeup bag and we'll get it done." And then I asked her if she had an iron and stuff to do her hair. And she told me she just wanted beachy waves. I'm like, "Thank you. I can do the beachy wave for you." So my beautiful, gorgeous niece Tallulah allowed me to take care of her, and it was so fun. And she was very nervous, and she was like, "What if I hate it?" I was like, "If you hate it, that's fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings." So this is how we're doing so far. I used this color and this color, and I'm feeling very Jerseylicious right now, just so you know. But what I've learned is you trust the process. And this is exactly what I told her. She wanted kind of a natural glow, not quite the Hailey Bieber look, but she wanted a little bit of a smoky. And I went in under her eye and she started to panic. And I was like, "Tallulah, trust me." And she was like, I got all finished. I did her hair. I got it all in the waves, and I separated it all. "Hey, Liz. It is simple. I'm keeping it simple right now. I know this is a smoky eye because I just wanted to see, but yeah." Okay, so you know what? That did not turn out bad as well. Also, one of the things I've learned with our aging eyes is we cannot do our makeup like this, okay? We have to kind of keep our face relaxed so that we know where the color is going to be seen. So if anything today, that's your little golden nugget. Liz, are you at home this summer? I'm sure you're probably shuttling everybody to their activities. You've got a very busy family. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the lighter shade, which is this really pretty sparkly pink that is called Orchid. That's this one. So this one is sparkly, this one is sparkly, and these two are mattes. So we're gonna put that on, and I think we're gonna do that right across the center here. So Tallulah, I got finished with her beachy vibe, country girl vibe, because she was going out in the sticks with her country boots. And yeah, they live north of Dallas, Fort Worth. So they're not super sticks. They're not country like we are here, okay? Different sort of country. Okay, here we go. Trust the process. Okay. Put the lighter pink there. Okay, that looks nice. Adds a little bit of shimmer, but nothing too scary. Softball for Karina. 2 musicals for Drew. Some time for Facebook Live. Yay! I know, I like those too. So, Drew, okay. That's exciting for him. I bet he's so good. He was such just a sweet little soul when I knew him. Kind and funny. Just little one-liners. He's a cute kid. And I can't believe Karina is old enough. She's still the baby. So her makeup turned out beautiful. Once I get the pictures, I'll show you guys. I just did a real, very soft browns. She has dark undertones and real narrow, thin eyes, like squinty eyes is what she calls it. Everything squints. She was concerned about her nose. Her nose is a little crooked. And so she was like, I really wanted, when she was going to the makeup, to get her makeup done, she was like, I just want my nose to look shaded correctly. And I was like, okay. So that's when I started sweating on her. I'm like, shade the nose. And then I'm thinking about the lighting and the structure and like the outdoor light. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I wanted to shade it, but not be too overly shaded. But I think I did her well. I think I did her well. But Kate, you must have heard me because I was just talking about you. Okay. So, but anyway, so I did her well. I got her highlighted just right. She looked beautiful in the photos that her mom took photos while they were taking photos, and she sent them to me, and she's like, she looks so cute. She looks amazing. Thank you so much. Her hair looked gorgeous, but of course she has like this thick, dark, luxurious hair, and it's poker straight, and I had to go through and curl it. And I just said, I'm so sorry if this doesn't stick. Like, obviously, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if it doesn't stick for you, because I would just feel horrible. And then she threw on a ton of hairspray, and I was like, oh my God, that's gonna weigh it down, and it's gonna start sticking to her back. Like, I was just thinking of all of this, like 120% humidity, it's 80 degrees, and she's out there working it. So yeah. So, okay, so here's how far we got so far with my Jerseylicious Smoky Eye. We're gonna go back in with, okay, so the lightest shade. All right, so the lightest shade is this like lilac color, which is called lilac there at the top. Okay, whew. Talk to me, Goose. Let's see what this looks like. So we're gonna go in with a very small, narrow, let's see what this looks like. Anyway, I gave her a real pretty lip, real pretty eyes, highlighted, and just very simple. And I think I did her nose justice, even though I think she has a beautiful nose. She's got little freckles, but whatever. Okay, I think this might be where it starts to go. This is where it becomes very Jerseylicious, because it's all the same colors. They use, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like this up here, but we'll see. Let's do a little in the corner here. I'm kind of using a flat-ended. We'll see. Again, I'm not a professional. I just like to play. Okay, we'll go back in with the darker shade in a minute, but okay. Now I also heard, and I saw, and I might try this too another time when I have the other palette. This girl was talking about how she put a little bit of this lilac like in the little corners, and it always made her eyes pop. But okay, whew, trust the process. Okay, now I'm gonna use that darker shade. I'm not gonna use any liner. I'm just gonna use this dark purple, what was it called, Orchid? No, Iris. And I'm gonna use that to line, and we'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. Okay. We're just gonna make right at the lash line. I've got to look down a little bit for this. I'm sweating so bad. I'm that nervous. So we've got a little on the lash line. This shade has just a hint of shimmer, not glitter, but a hint of shimmer. So it looks really pretty actually when used as a liner. And then I'm gonna punch it right at my lash line. I'm gonna do both eyes first before I do any blending, because we trust the process. In the show, so one of the makeup artists, Olivia, has the Jersey nails, the duck shape, the duck billed shape with the white, you know, the French with the ultra white tip. Clearly she has more money than me. But she had these ultra white tips and they were like, no, you can't do that and be a makeup artist. And she literally threw like a fit, like cried. She's like, no. And they like tried to make her over and like take the personal style away from the artist and all this stuff. It was pretty sad. So they shortened them a little bit. Okay, so here we are so far. We're trusting the Jerseylicious process. I think I like it. Hey, peoples. So we're trusting the process. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little wing in there with that same okay. Now we're gonna blend. Where's my big puffy brush? There. Okay. We're gonna blend it out. So it's a little bit softer. And I don't know, I feel like for summer, we always just want like a little brush of color and we let our sun-kissed skin just kind of shine through. So a lot of times in the summer, like if I'm gonna be outside a long time, then I'll use the tinted sunscreen and just wear that as my coverage. Now I'm gonna go in here with my concealer too and start fixing up the rest of my face. But I kind of like where this is going. Okay, mascara. I ordered the mascara too. So next week I will have a new eyeshadow palette, the mascara, I think an eyeliner, maybe, a cheek. The cheek is a liquid and a sharpener. I think that's what I'll have next week. So I'll do an unboxing then too. And maybe I'll just apply the tinted sunscreen so you could see that. Alrighty. Oh, I forgot to curl my lashes. Are you people lash curlers? Oh, that was the other thing. Tallulah did her own lashes, which I found super cute. You guys do your own lashes? I don't do lashes either. Like I am so, it just looks like a lot of trouble. Theo wears lashes all the time. He's an expert at putting them on. She did the single ones. Tallulah did the single ones, but Theo does that. So yeah. This is just scary. So scary. And they have the ones that like heat up. I'm like, yeah. Leave it to me to put a hot iron next to my eyeball. How many times did we burn our foreheads in our necks with the curling iron? Like seriously, how many times did we do that? Okay, so that's that. Right. So I'm going to go in with some concealer now. This is Crunchy. It's called My Alibi Concealer. Again, the glass bottle, and then these are biodegradable plastics. So it will, no endocrine disruption in my product. Okay, and I like to do a little over here and a little over here where I'm getting some of my bring a little bit of brightness into these areas. I'll use a very light lip. Probably I'll use a lip glaze that I have from Shackley, and then I also have brought down my, I think it's Plum Luck from Lime Life. Another very pretty color. That's a lipstick. So we're just blending. Blending. I'm not a makeup artist. I just like to play one on the Facebooks sometimes. And I feel like this is a group chat. Who doesn't love a good group chat in the morning? Oh, that was the other thing. Like, the lips were completely like nude, which I find hilarious. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my tone from Shackley. This is their bronzer. It's a stick form. Again, I used to use Shackley, and I literally have tried almost everything of theirs, but the $14.95 fee every month was just getting out of hand. And then even their products, I wasn't getting even like a good discount. So I started looking for these other things, and that's when like the Live Good came in. So it was like, oh, this is like, literally, it's like I said, like an Amazon for my supplements, and it's just way less. Like I like 75% less, 75% less for just having a Live Good membership. Okay, so we're gonna do all that. We're gonna get a Jersey lip. A little of this. Tone down the 5 head. Yeah, that's good for me. I could do my jawline, but who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? I don't care. I don't care. I have a waddle. It's fine. It's fine. This is what happens when you're big and you get smaller. It's just something that happens. I ain't scared of it. I do believe Crunchy has bronzers, but I think they're more in a powder form, which I use that too from sometimes, just depending on what I'm wearing. But because we're looking at Sweaty Betty over here. Okay. And then I'm going to do a little bit of blush. I'm actually going to use just this color from this Sephora palette that Theo got me. Pop that in, just as a little hint. Also, I'm old school with bronzer, like with the powder bronzers, I'm all over with it. Like we used to everywhere, wherever the sun hit is where it went. So, you know, we may not have the perfect contour in our age because it's bronzer. We're supposed to look sun-kissed. Sunkissed is healthy. Sunkissed is beautiful. Right? Sunkissed is gorgeous. Yeah, we love that. Okay, lips. So I have this one, which is Not Telling, which is that beautiful shade. I will probably always purchase these two shades. And then Plum Luck. The plum would be very pretty. And I also have the glaze, like I said, from, I haven't gotten any of the lip oils from Crunchy yet. Again, I'm just trying to get through my graveyard of products. I should probably use a lip liner, but I don't have one down here. So we're gonna make do, and we're gonna use the Not Telling as a lip liner. Let's see. I'm gonna use my other brow because it's a little tiny short thing. We'll see how we do with a lip liner. Now, is this gonna hold and stick? No. But for you all, it's fine. Because it's a Facebook Live. That's what we're doing today. Facebook Live. But do you guys remember when it was like the concealer? It was like the concealer lips. That was so fun. You guys remember that? The concealer like all over and then everything else. I loved that. Okay, and then we're gonna add a little bit of the lip oil. We'll see how that looks. Because why not? Okay, let me grab a little more oil. So this isn't like a sheer color. So it was fun doing Tallulah's makeup. It felt so special. And to watch her face light up, like after I showed her what she looked like, it was like, it was magic. It just felt good. And it was like, oh yeah, I'm a beauty witch too. One of my friends is a hairdresser, and I literally, and I have another friend who actually, she's an interior designer. And I just feel like there are some people in this world that are meant to make, yes, here we go, Jerseylicious. Jerseylicious, let's go fist pumping. Let's go fist pumping. Okay, I'm kind of in love with this lip anyway, so we may just do this all the time. I'm liking the lip. Liking the lip. Let's see how much I can blend these eyes though. So yeah, doing her makeup, it was like, oh yeah, I forgot, like I really loved this. And I love the idea of like doing, so I think one night I'm gonna do just like a craft night, and where we all like, I'm gonna make mocktails, and like we'll all wear, everybody wears their favorite muumuu, and we'll do like friendship bracelets and stuff like that. Like I love craft night. I did it the other night with my friend Jay. We were actually making crafts for a fundraiser. They were selling a bunch of plants, so we painted like all these stands and stuff. It was really fun. But I'm bringing the girls' night back. All right. Poor man's, poor woman's hands, housewife hands. How'd I do? Not bad. Thank you, Crunchy. Thank you, Crunchy. And the little elements there. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. Remember to have fun today. Remember to love on your people. Send people a text. Tell them you love them. It's so important right now. Be well today. Talk to you later. Toodaloo.